to start with this question. What comes to mind when I say rhythm? For a musician, they may say drums, percussion. For a dancer, they could say the counts in a song, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I think generally we can say it's the timing and pattern we find in things. Let's look up the official definition of rhythm. Rhythm, movement or procedure with uniform or pattern reoccurrence of a beat, accent, or the like. Reoccurrence of a beat. Can you hear that? Can you feel that? A rhythm that beats within you. Today, I would like to share my journey of the continuous discovery to the rhythm of my own life. Like everyone else in this world, I was trying to figure out this thing we call life. The competitive part in me didn't want to just make it. I wanted to be someone great. Do something great, but what? Exactly. I couldn't figure that part out. When I was a child, so many ideas, expected great things, interested in many things. Whether or not I knew these things would work out, it didn't matter. I just wanted to try. And now, nothing. It seemed like I replaced curiosity for surety. I needed to be certain before I made any decisions, because certainty meant stability. Wasn't that what I was supposed to be looking for? The adult thing to do? I asked myself, is curiosity really that necessary for our lives? Necessary for my life? Curiosity means the desire to learn or know about anything. Inquisitiveness. Okay, simple enough and sounds adult-like. Why then, as we mature, does it seem this thing we call curiosity seem to be something we lose or learn to subdue? Children, they are so brave. They face unfamiliar circumstances daily. This desire to discover more is in everything they do. And once upon a time, it was in everything we did. We didn't have our own experiences to know if we would like something, be good at a particular thing. We simply had curiosity to create these experiences to know more. I'm going to ask, what happens when we know more? Something changes. This desire dwindles. Instead of this new knowledge increasing momentum for further discovery, for most of us, that becomes the end of the journey. Why? I think that's because acknowledging there's more to know immediately exposes our vulnerability to all that we do not know. The unknown, ooh, so scary. Something we try to avoid because every single time it will challenge us to step out of our comfort zone. The comfort zone, that place as adults we spend so much time creating, the place that is safe and takes no risks, the place that stifles curiosity. Like I said, when I was younger, I had big plans. 4-bedroom house, married with 2 to 3 kids, a part of a worldwide improvement project. You'll like this one. And well on my way to becoming a millionaire, all under 30. Oh, that younger me. What grand expectations. Was I completely delusional, thinking all of this was possible? Anybody else relate? Can you think back to a younger you? Who did you think you would be? And the you today? How do they compare? I think for most of us, things turned out a little differently than we planned or expected. After graduating University of Toronto Scarborough, I thought I would literally walk into the perfect life I envisioned. As easy as a genie granting a wish. Guess what? I never found that lamp, and I'm still looking. All the jobs in the social sector needed years of experience. And what did I have? A university degree that I worked for 4 years for, and it couldn't even get me a job in my own field. This was ridiculous. I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. Midlife crisis? I was having an early life crisis. I had a decision to make. Do I consider my childhood goals, like being a part of worldwide change, just a figment of my imagination, and settle for stability, that Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, doing something I didn't really love? I thought about it. Questions kept popping up in my head. What if you could be a part of worldwide change? What if you can find a job working with people, helping people, and have a decent salary? The curiosity of the possibilities kept my hope alive. It was then I realized my drive for success, my rationale, and even my desire to make my parents proud, yes, those were all sure motivators. But curiosity was the steady rhythm that kept my heart beating, kept me pursuing the things that I loved. So I decided to follow curiosity. I volunteered with local organizations like Big Brother, Big Sister as an in-school mentor, New Generation Outreach Foundation as a drama team lead, and helped out with the youth ministry at my church. I also worked part-time doing after-school programming and summer camps. I was happy with what I was doing. A little ways off from worldwide change, but I was good. So an international opportunity presented itself. It was a 2-week missions trip to India. When this trip was announced, it took me back to my first visit to my place of birth, Trinidad. Picture this. I drove past an entire hill of shacks. No running water or other necessities. Families lived there. I didn't say a family, a couple families, families. How could this be? I asked myself. But the thing that really made my heart drop was the lack of a response from those around me. Really, when I think about it, there was, like I said, no response. This was normal and no urgency for change. So I said to myself, when I grow up and become this great adult I expected to be, I would go back to Trinidad and make a difference. I'm also going to go to all the countries that make up my diverse ethnic background. This would include China, India, Venezuela, Africa, and even Scotland. And here it was, years later, this opportunity to go to India. I know what you're thinking, that I jumped at this opportunity, but I actually hesitated. It was that battle again between curiosity and certainty. I had become very comfortable helping out with my own community, that this opportunity to go to India, be a part of worldwide change, it seemed like it should just remain a dream. I thought about it, and I decided to follow curiosity. I went to India with 10 other people. We brought down clothing, funds that we raised, bedding, and other things that were requested. I was excited to be the change in India, excited to see how all that we brought would be received. To my surprise, I was the one that received the greater gift, a sense of gratitude like I've never seen before. The people we interacted with, they were genuinely happy, curious to learn about us. They wanted to help me. I thought I went there to help them. It was an amazing experience. I listened to their stories and their experiences, and there was a common thread in what they were saying. It was a story of hope. Curiosity had kept their hope alive, and it reaffirmed to me that curiosity is a steady rhythm that beats with even them. I came back. Let's back up. See, curiosity got the best of me there. I came back from India excited to share my experience and, of course, happy that I followed curiosity. But as time went by, I realized that financial stability Goodness, I needed it. Who else was going to fund the rest of my travel plans to make a difference in the world? So I took a deep breath and I decided to look for a job outside the social sector. And I got a job doing office services at PC Financial. Now, if anybody were to ask you, do you see a relationship between office services and community development, what would you naturally say? No, because there wasn't one. There wasn't one. A part of me felt like I was being untrue to myself, to my dreams. I remember the first day down to work, PC Financial was downtown. I took the GO train down. I didn't quite know how to get to King and Spadina. My mom said, when you get off the GO train, just follow the crowd. The crowd, okay. They're gonna take you to King Street and just head west from there. Okay, so, you know, me wearing all black, trying to be professional and adult-like, I was ready to face this and accept my position as office services. And I got off the train and there was this crowd she was talking about. And guess what? Majority of the people got the memo. They were wearing black. So there we were, marching down the streets of Toronto, ready to go to work. I felt like I was going to a funeral procession to my dreams. Life, this is what you gave me? I followed curiosity and I got office services? Ridiculous. The first couple days, I literally cried on the way down. Till about the third day, my mom, she just had enough. Said, get a grip. And that's when I snapped back into reality. I realized again that I had become very comfortable with community work. I went to India, I volunteered, I worked in after-school programming, office services, I knew nothing about. It would take me stepping out of my comfort zone to be able to do this job. So I decided to use curiosity to learn all that I can in this role. I was there for a year and a half. I learned how people interacted in a corporate setting, which I didn't know before, very different. Acquired a whole new skill set and made valuable relationships with those I worked with. After that, an opportunity presented itself at the University of Toronto Scarborough. Doing what? Yes, office services. Isn't it funny? If I didn't acquire the skill set that I gained at PC Financial, I wouldn't have been able to get the job at University of Toronto Scarborough, where I currently am, or it has brought me to working in planning partnerships, doing community development. So, if anybody asks you, is there a relationship between office services and community development, you can say yes. If I stayed in my comfort zone, I would have felt safe, but there would be no growth. And when there's no growth, that's when you become bored. Boredom is the beginning of your dreams becoming lifeless. It takes true courage to follow curiosity because it will take you through ups and downs. But that is a sign of an existing rhythm, a sign of life. Credentials and other logical thoughts, those things can limit this experience to learn more. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start where you are. Start with curiosity. The younger me knew exactly who she wanted to be. I followed and I'm following curiosity, and I'm right where I need to be in this continuous journey. I'm going to close with this. If you can, place your hands on your chest. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Curiosity can be a steady rhythm in your life. Don't flatline. Embrace the rhythm of your life. Curiosity. Are you ready? Thank you.